Hey guys, it's been a while since I've made an art video, so here's this study I did back in 2017, roughly around the same time I started my channel. And this one is from a keyframe from the movie Jurassic World. That's what I think the name is. And this was done with the intention of just trying to not necessarily fit in with the rest of the industry and stuff, but it's one of those things you see other people do all the time, and I just wanted to try. You know, I've never been a study guy or anything like that. I just learned through just practice, not necessarily copying deliberately other images like this. But because of that, probably this was my mistake. You know, I didn't necessarily do it the right way because I couldn't really get my head around like what studying really means. And you're supposed to take notes and focus on specific aspects of this very image you're trying to learn from here. And in my case, I was just trying to copy the image as it is, you know, like not color sampling from the source image directly, but trying to rather come up with the colors myself, and then also nail the composition as much as possible, paying attention to every single shape and form and like how they interact with each other and how negative space fills up this area here and how every single element on the image works together with the one next to it. And what I did was to have fun. You know, that's, I guess, my only takeaway from this was like I ended up with this feeling of, yeah, I'm proud of this. It's cool. But besides that, I can't say I learned much. Like, yeah, I finally understand how the color, how lighting, refraction, whatever, you know, you can come up with any of those technical terms and throw it in here. No, none of that. I just thought I was learning a little bit to respect the original composition and like the pixel perfect copy other images, although simplifying those rather complex shapes and oversaturated, detailed areas, I guess, was definitely a process that I enjoyed pretty much. For instance, you see what I did there to that light, like the red fringe kind of thing around it is not supposed to happen. Plus, the shape is not a perfect sphere per se, and that's one of those things you'll learn throughout the process, you know. And yeah, like I said, studying, doing studies like these is not really a practice that I embraced for too long. It was rather one of those things I tried because I saw other people doing it, just like those challenges, you know, like Inktober or whatever other names are, Mermaid, I think they have that. And there's one with dragons in August or something like that, I don't know. So yeah, you're supposed to do a line sketch drawing for 30 days, and each day you have a different prompt or something. I tried that too. I've tried many things, okay? I've tried posting every day. I've tried everything they told you to do in order to be successful and stuff like that. And none of it worked for me because I was only approaching it from a superficial kind of perspective, I guess. And yeah, as everything I can say from this piece is that I enjoyed painting it and I had fun checking on the colors, making sure I'm kind of staying within the same range and the values are correct, and also that the perspective is right. And you know, one key takeaway point that I can mention here is that it's similar to what I already said before about simplifying shapes and stuff, but that's the main takeaway. Like, you see that dinosaur? It's actually, if you squint your eyes a little bit, it's just like a blob of paint, right? So you first drop that blob of paint right there, and then you start refining some shapes. You don't necessarily need to draw an eye or a mouth or let alone the teeth, you know? You don't need to draw every single tooth in his mouth. Or look at the guy's face, you know, like I left it for the last thing in the painting because it was giving me a lot of trouble, and these were supposed to take very short, like they're not supposed to take long, like roughly around 30 minutes or something like that, I believe. So yeah, no wonder I'm not even zooming in too much or anything like that, because they're supposed to be fast and quick and not take too long. So that helped a lot to synthesize information like that with a simple brushstroke. Now I'm just getting a little nitpicky about those tree shadows and stuff like that in the background, which doesn't make much sense when seen from this perspective, like on my painting. But yeah, in general, the overall picture worked for me, and I hope you guys took something away from this video, because I feel like I haven't said much at this point. But anyway, it's glad to finally be sharing some more art. I definitely have a lot more videos like this, so stay tuned. And yeah, thanks for watching.